What is up? Happy Monday. Thought I'd stop in here real quick as we get ready to do more and more of these every single week. It's just been a busy time, if you will. Busy always, too, when it comes with Trump. And it's funny, as you know, the last 4 years with Biden, there's not a lot going on, to be honest with you. It was quiet. And if you guys follow my shows, you guys know that I do several shows a day. I'm always updating my shows, making sure that they've got the latest stuff when it comes to wacky. I don't know what the hell happened there. So with Trump, it's always something crazy. Lost a little bit of the feed that happens, especially when it's like, I don't know, 70 degrees outside here in Nashville. But with Trump, the insanity never ends. He likes chaos, and sometimes that's entertaining. Let's be real. With Trump, there's a lot of that stuff. But one thing is for sure is he's got a plan. He sets out to do it. We're doing this. This is it. These are the things we're doing. So here we go. Tariffs. Everybody was waiting for the tariffs this weekend. The big battle went on, right? You had all the people out there talking about, oh, wait. If Trump puts tariffs on now, we're not going to have avocados for the Super Bowl. Like, what, are you being serious? First of all, let's just say for the sake of argument, he did put that on Mexico 2 weeks at least before any of that stuff happened. So we're not really worried about that. Secondly, settle down. Settle down. Tariffs are a negotiation point. We saw that already. Capitulation from Colombia. We saw it with a couple other nations. And today, Trump made it pretty straightforward that they work. Because why? Because Mexico was Scheinbaum and Trudeau both said, yeah, you know what? We're going to do this. All right, we're going to figure this out. So they got like a 30-day reprieve of whatever's going to happen. And if I'm Trump, this is the way I'm doing that. He can do what he wants to do. But we'll come back in 30 days and see how things are going. And if you guys pass that test, maybe we'll push it out 90 days. And if you guys pass that test, we'll give you 6 months. But until then, let's see if you can do the things we ask. I wasn't really sure about the Canada because he's like, because of fentanyl. And I'm like, I don't really think they did. They have a lot of fentanyl coming through Canada. I mean, Mexico, yes, absolutely. And the border, number one, it's a must. But he got stuff done because, as he puts it, they're a powerful tool.
We've disagreed before, but
powerful tool.
And I'm sure they didn't have any idea what they were talking about because already you see what's happening. Look at Colombia. Look at what happened with that. Everybody said that with Colombia it was going to be a disaster. In one hour, everything was settled. You know why? Tariffs. Without tariffs, they wouldn't have been the same way. They would not have treated me the way they treated me, which was extremely nicely. And I don't want to use countries, I don't want to use names, but tariffs are very powerful, both economically and in getting everything else you want. Tariffs for us, nobody can compete with us because we're the pot of gold. But if we don't keep winning and keep doing well, we won't be the pot of gold, and then tariffs won't be so good for us. But when you're the pot of gold, the tariffs are very good. They're very powerful.
Very powerful. And he's right. They're extremely powerful. As I explained it to people, think about this. You're underwater, and we're like Aquaman. We got unlimited right now. We got gills. We're breathing out of the water. Oh, my God, look at us go. We're flying around. We're Aquaman. Everybody else has canisters of air. And 10 minutes to the top, you got 7 minutes of air. You going to hold your breath for 3 minutes? Probably not. Same thing goes with Canada, Mexico, all of them. There's a finite amount that they can hold on. And Trump did something last night that was also extremely important, which is he came out and he said to the American people, hey, could have some pain. It's possible. So it'll be better in the end, but we could have some short-term pain. If you tell the American people, or anybody for that matter, what they're about to expect, how this is about to go, this is going to be something that will help them tremendously because it's an understanding. Okay, cool. You're giving me a warning that there may be something coming that may be a little discomforting. I'm fine with that. But he didn't have to worry about that because both Canada and Mexico, as well as Colombia, have essentially said, all right, what do you want? for Mexico, 10,000, permanent military personnel at the border. I don't know what that is. I don't know how that looks. I don't know how that compares to before, but I think that's a damn good thing, especially considering the fact that Mexico's got a lot of different problems that happen on their side. Not just what's coming over to our side, but also what happens on their side. On the other side of things, Canada, they're going to help. They're going to have a fentanyl czar. I don't know if fentanyl was really that big of an issue, but alas, here we are. And I think it was a way to, flex his muscles, and he got them to do what he wanted them to do, which is a win. And whenever I hear him say, we should just make them a state, I remind you, they're probably going to be very liberal. It's like having the second version of California. And so you're going to probably have 2 liberal senators and a bunch of electoral college votes that will probably not go for any conservatives. So maybe a territory. I'm kidding, Canada. I'm kidding. We move from there to the insanity of learning nothing. And this, I don't know if you guys saw this. This happened over the weekend. The DNC got together and they were going to vote about who's going to be the new guy and blah, 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 or gal or non-binary person. And that is very important because it was very non-binary. This is the guy that is trying to explain the rules on how the voting goes. So this is how you're supposed to learn how you vote, who gets what vote, how that actually happens, who is the person that handles that vote. Is it you? Is it me? Okay, so if you vote, but you're a woman, and then you're a man, but we need somebody else. Oh, my Lord.
We're finding out ways to expedite this. Because of our gender balance provisions on this next ballot, you will be able to vote for 2 candidates of any gender on the next ballot. Okay? So on this next ballot, you will be able to vote for 2 candidates of any gender on the next ballot. If 2 candidates receive... I'm going to turn to Helen to clarify this last part.
Time out. Okay, so we're going to turn to Helen because we're not quite sure, and Helen's going to come up. She's going to explain to everybody because so far there's 2 genders, but not really because there's a non-binary. But what if there's a third? What about a person of color? And what about somebody we're trying to come up with all the terminology that doesn't offend anybody. Now, mind you, this is DNC. They're voting for the new head. They have learned zero, zilch, nada. They've not said, hey, the rest of the country thinks we're absolutely full of shit, right? And that nobody buys any of this stuff. You guys are aware of that, right? You guys are aware that everybody's sitting around laughing at us because, well, they think all the stuff that we think is important isn't really that important. Wait, because it's not. Helen, what do you got to say?
You are in this next ballot where you have 2 votes. As the chair has said, you may vote for 2 males, 2 females, 2 of any gender, okay? Nope, you can't do that because we've got to balance. You could vote for 1 of any gender, okay? Or no, non-binary gender, excuse me. It is late, okay?
Oh, God. Yeah, okay. Did you guys get that? So wait, no, you can vote for, so there's a person, but as long as they don't have, so it's non-binary, is it we're doing the non? Is it non-binary? No. Is it okay if we go non? You can? You've learned nothing. Read the room. It's simple. America, they want some inclusivity? Of course. Come on. Diversity? Absolutely. You know what they want? Common sense, most of all. What's common sense say? Not everybody gets to be 12 different genders because that's not real. Pick a lane, stay in it. And if you come to us with 12 different genders on how you feel because you're two-spirit, and at the same time you're feeling very masculine right now, but yesterday you were very feminine, people are going to say, this is not a place for you to work. This is the library. And you make everybody uncomfortable, and it's time to leave. Just common sense. And when you push crap like this is when everybody goes, sorry, this is why Trump. This is why Trump. One more quick thing. Immigration. Look, I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up your ass and say we're getting rid of 15, 20, 30 million. Well, I don't know how many people are here. I mean, I'm 54 since I was a youngster. They've been telling me, is it 12 million people here? You and I both know that's bullshit. There's far more than that. I'm not going to get rid of millions upon millions of people, no matter what anybody says, and the hopes and dreams of everybody. They're just going to get everybody out. That's not going to happen. That being said, Don't tempt it. This is the governor of New Jersey, the Fox Report, doing everything he can to dare ICE.
The governor of New Jersey practically daring the agency to come to his own home. Democratic Governor Phil Murphy declared on Saturday that he and the First Lady are allowing someone pursuing legal status to stay at their home. The governor a little vague on this, but the bold admission came at an event during a broader discussion about the policies of the new Trump administration. Here is the governor. Listen.
Tammy and I were talking about, I don't want to get into too much detail, but there's someone in our broader universe whose immigration status is not yet at the point that they are trying to get it to. And we said, you know what, let's have her live at our house above our garage. And good luck to the feds coming in to try to get her.
Pretty interesting. The state's attorney general.
Wait, what? Wait. I want to go over this again. You are, well, first of all, can we just be honest about this? You are going out and throwing somebody under the bus because it makes you look like you're a tough SOB. That's what you're doing. You're going to go, I got an idea. I'm going to do this. That other person is probably like the Fonzie above, the Cunningham's garage going, holy shit, bro, what are you doing? Now, that person could be here on a visa that is fine to be here, but trying to figure out how they stay here longer. That person could be here doing stuff for them, and they're just trying to show how, woke and cool and amazing and giving and caring they are. But if they're not here legally and you wanted to virtue signal using somebody else's life, that's shit, bro. I mean, can we all admit that sucked? And you're a clown. But we expect, again, that kind of stuff from people out there who are very interested in how it looks, right? These are the people that go down and let's knock down statues. Oh my God, we solved racism, that kind of stuff. Nobody ever really wants to have a conversation about anything real. And I expect that from most people, especially in today's world where we want it quick and fast and simple and easy. But you threw somebody potentially under the bus because you wanted to make it seem like you're a tough guy. And that to me is a bunch of crap. But I expect nothing less from people out there who are more interested in how does it look? How is it playing to everybody out there in the internet sphere rather than the reality of what's going on? And for those out there, I saw that Brandon Johnson in Chicago said, if ICE comes here, we're going to arrest him. Okay. I mean, really? Is that the battle you want? And everybody out there who's worried that ICE is going to go to a jail and pick somebody up who shouldn't be here legally, who's committed a crime, and in many cases have orders to be removed, and you want to sneak them out the back because you feel it's your duty as a human being because nobody's illegal, remember, ICE is eventually going to go where? To find that person. And if that person happens to have a mother that's been here for 20 years, but they haven't got their shit together, and mom's done nothing wrong but work her little butt off, you've brought that to her house or your neighbor's house, and those people will pay the price because you wanted to what? Stand and resist. Solid move indeed. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. We'll be back tomorrow. And again, tomorrow morning, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific, 9 to noon Eastern. You can catch my show. And again, in the afternoons. You guys have a blessed rest of your night. And we will do it again tomorrow. As always, I like to say, night, Jack.